Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's good, see what's going on for my lovely Taurus friends. I hope you're all doing well. So my guides, talk to me. What do we got for Taurus? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on. I always find that interesting, but let's get it going here. What's up with Taurus, please? Guys, it's Spirit Teaming. There we go. That card like flew out of my hands. What's going on? We have this beautiful Empress leading us off. And that's what I like to see in the beginning of a spread, because that tells me regardless of what shows up within the spread itself, this is beautiful positivity, especially since the Empress is one of your power cards. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know what, I'd appreciate it. And it could use some enlightenment, but let's get into this reading here. No more plugs, I promise. If you look at this card, you see this lovely lady. She has the tree of life on her back. She's surrounded by nature, surrounded by animals. Absolutely lovely and beautiful. So for some of you, that might be something you're wanting to embrace right now. Maybe get a new pet. Maybe spend some time with animals. Maybe spend some time in nature. Spirit could be asking you to do those things. But when I see this card, it is a big harbinger of abundance, prosperity, the blessings from Spirit. So this is an extremely positive way to start off a reading. Also, like I mentioned earlier, the Empress is one of the cards that represent Taurus. So this could be you stepping into some sort of confidence, stepping into your power, so to speak. So this is really good. We're going to get into tarot, though, because like I said, I'm not going to put too much stock into this just yet. But we're going to get you 3 cards in the upright, then get the intuitive, juicy stuff. Let's go. What do we got for Taurus? Let's shuffle it up one time. We're using the lovely Vice Versa Tarot. So what's going on with my friends, please? And yeah, with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just, like I always say, a footnote for us. Now, last week's reading, while we get these cards shuffled up, you know me, I like to keep my titles as simple as possible, but last week's for Taurus was titled, They Are Watching You. I know it sounds creepy, I know it sounds ominous, but that was the vibe in like 2 of the 3 alignments, that you might be under someone's microscope. Maybe someone was under yours. Could even be 2 people watching each other's moves. So that was an interesting one. It was definitely different from what I usually give for Taurus. But we're going to see what we have this week. You never know what could come out. As I always say, energy is always in a state of flow, in a state of flux. Nothing is ever set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, of course. Quick. 10 Pentacles. Yeah, we're starting off lovely, lovely and luscious. What's going on here? I like that, especially in an earth sign reading. Let's get that card right in place. Let's keep moving. That's a good start, but I don't want to get too excited just yet, because you know how readings could flip on their head. What do we got? We got the Emperor in position number 2. So I am getting a masculine type of energy here, Taurus. So maybe there's a prominent masculine figure in your life right now. This is a big card of control when we have the Emperor. Let's get one more. And there's our feminine. So we have the balance of masculine and feminine. We have the Queen of Cups herself showing up for the Taurus Collective. Let's just get these cards straightened out before we fully dive in here, or it'll drive me bonkers. I mean, that's as good as we're going to get it, I guess. But let's go through real quick. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So position number 1, the 10 of Pentacles. We are looking pretty good here. This is one of the best cards in the whole entire tarot deck, literally. Okay, 10s usually represent completions. This is a big card that could represent the family unit, big monetary abundance coming in. It could represent work situations, the material world when we get any pentacles. So this bodes well. A lot of you could be having some come up in regards to money. But it could just be a prominent family member or a prominent family situation or something involving the home. Okay, some of you might be moving, remodeling, things of that sort. There is something attached to the home that could be prominent. So we'll see what that is. It could just be a win or victory of some kind as well, because tarot is on a scale. There's positive, there's negative, there's in between. But moving to the center, we got the King of Kings himself. We got the Emperor. This could represent an Aries. Some of you might be on the cusp of Aries when that Emperor shows up, right? when I see this card, it gets a bad reputation sometimes, but one thing I would like to say is that he is the divine masculine counterpart of the Empress, which we saw come out in the very beginning of the spread. So when I see these all come out together, I'm catching a yin-yang type of vibe, balance, dark, light, masculine, feminine. So there's an interesting energy afoot this week, especially with the Queen of Cups there on the back end. Some of you really might be trying to take control of yourself, of a situation, get your ducks in a row, get something in order whenever this Emperor shows up. It could just represent big boss type of energy as well. Older masculine figure. If that's not you, it's interesting. So we're going to want to see what it's about. Now, obviously, the dark side of the Emperor could be someone that's overbearing, over-controlling, okay? Could even be little streaks of violence. So we'll see what's up. But moving to the back end, we have the Queen of Cups herself. Now, this could represent a water sign in your life, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Usually a beautiful, soft, loving, nurturing, caring type of energy, similar to the Empress, okay? When we see the Queen of Cups, we think of someone's inner emotional state. So we could be talking about your emotions when we clarify this, or how someone you're connected to could be feeling. The dark side of her is emotional suppression, keeping something in, something you're feeling strongly, you're holding it in. The positive side of her, though, is nurturing, loving, caring, creative as well. And all the Cups court cards can represent love and romance situations. So we're going to really have to see what's up. Let's dive deeper on all this, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here for the Taurus collective, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got going on? And yes, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on this 10 Pentacles. See what's up with that. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to the Taurus collective, you can just drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. So what is up here with that 10 Pentacles? There's 10 Pentacles here, yeah. Star card, yeah. This is the future, so bright. So bright when we have this alignment here. The Star card is a huge card of wish fulfillment. And I will say this, all the earth signs have been getting a beautiful, luscious type of energy. Even if you're going through rough things right now, I would be extremely optimistic overall with the Star card and the 10 of Pentacles. That's one of the best alignments ever. Now, for some of you, that could represent an Aquarius in your life, a prominent Aquarius. But when I see these two together, there could be some sort of wish bestowed upon you. So like I usually say, wins, victories, triumphs, they come in all different shapes and sizes. This could be some sort of blessing from spirit, because we've been seeing it since the very beginning. Okay, so you might have some stroke of good luck. Spirit might hit you with a blessing out of left field, like an unexpected or surprising blessing, because this is beautiful. Now, sometimes the Star could represent something that's off in the distance. So can the 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be something paying off in the end, or you reaching a goal that you've been striving for a very long time. So very nice, beautiful wins, victories, blessings, all those good things showing up front and center. So let's keep moving here and put our cards back down. We're going to get over to that Emperor, see what's going on. Why's the Emperor here for the Taurus collective? I like how this energy is feeling thus far. We still have much to go. Hanged Man. Yeah, you might have to put a stop to something, my friends. I just almost bashed my crystal off the table. But when we have the Hanged Man underneath the Emperor, there is something you might need to really put a stop to, like ASAP, immediately. Okay, whether it's a thought process, whether it's a behavior, whether it's an individual's actions, like that's just what this is like. You need to get control of this. You need to get control of it now. Because if you don't, this 10 of Pentacles and Star, you might not be able to reach it. I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, trust me. But some of you could be going through some sort of situation that you need to like pump the brakes heavily. Okay, so like I said, whether it's something within yourself, someone else's behavior, there is something that needs to be stopped or ended when I see the Emperor with the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man could also represent a Scorpio. So for some of you, this could just be an older Scorpio figure in your life showing a place of prominence. But yeah, when I see this, your influence is needed. There is something you need to put a stop to, okay? And you might need to enforce yourself a little more, okay? Enforce your will, enforce your wishes. We're going to keep moving. So that's an interesting curveball we just got there, Taurus, because we have this beautiful, positive blessings type of energy right in the beginning, but then Spirit's saying like, hey, no, you need to get this under control first, or you need to get a handle on this. So let's see what's up with that Queen of Cups, and we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Eight of Swords. Yeah, someone is a lot more high-strung nervous than they let on here. Okay, with the Eight of Swords underneath this Queen of Cups. For some of you, you might just be having issues with a water sign. If that's not the case, like if this isn't a water sign in your life or a mother figure, this is somebody who is really going through something tough, and they're trying to suppress it. They're trying to keep it down. They're trying to not show how much it is bothering them with the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Cups, because remember, they're both suppressive in a weird way. They're both trapped in a weird way as well, okay? Somebody needs some sort of release when I see this. It's very interesting. So just know that, like, someone you're attached to, they might be super high strung, nervous, anxious, really going through something, a lot on their mind. So we have these interesting dynamics of energy since the very beginning, because we have beautiful positivity leading off, and then it's like we have a couple of warnings, okay? So somebody might need to get their emotions right. This could be Spirit saying that someone's a slave to their emotions, a slave to their impulses. So watch out for this type of energy. Let's keep moving. I'm going to give you a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, interesting reading, lots of layers, lots of different things. Only take what hits for you. But position number one, this is the energy that I would try to invoke if I were you. We got the Ten of Pentacles with the Star card. Beautiful. Wish come true. Blessing type of energy. Spirit might bless you with something out of left field, especially if you've been putting in work towards it with what we've been seeing through the rest. So I really like that. Wins, victories, wishes, blessings, all that beauty right in the front. However, in the center, we have the Emperor with the Hanged Man. And the vibe it was making me feel is that there's something that might need to be stopped. You might need to put a stop to something, whether it's a behavior, whether it's an individual's actions. Your influence could be needed to right the ship or get something right, okay? And if that hits for you, you know what it means. But moving to the very back end, we got the Queen of Cups with the Eight of Swords. I did say this is somebody that is a slave to their emotions, who when they feel something, they act, or it's somebody that just feels a little volatile on the inside. Big emotional suppression that somebody could be going through it as well. Nervousness, anxiousness. I've been seeing that through a few other signs. So beware of that type of energy. There could be someone you're linked to that's really going through something. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. So that could be a whole bunch of different things happening right there, Taurus. But let's see what's up, my gods. Talk to me. What's in the shadows for Taurus? Yeah, we're just going to pull you one card here. We're going to do some introspection. That's what I like to do at the end of every reading. See if we could look within or see what we don't see when we get the shadows. What's in the shadow for Taurus? Okay, we do have the Fool card. Interesting. This is a big card of the new cycles, new journeys. Once again, another card that represents Aries, just like the Emperor. So this could be Spirit asking you to not really do anything spontaneous in this time. So watch your spontaneity, especially if you're close to that cusp of Aries. But when I see the Fool, aside from that little bit of a warning, there's a few dark sides of the Fool that we read on the inverse. It could be somebody that doesn't see the danger that's right in front of them. This is somebody that'll walk off a cliff. This can absolutely be somebody that is a little nervous to make a change or take a leap. All right, so just know in this time, you might get cold feet in regards to something, whether it's taking an action, making a leap, but try your best not to be spontaneous when this card shows up. I feel like that's the main thing. So Taurus, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Vice Versa Tarot. This is the deck that I'm using in all the readings for September. So if you'd like to get your name in, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite use for tarot? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, going into October, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you. And I'll see you next time.